VollGazzRacing Season 4 Division 1 Round 4 here at Valencia.
The first qualifying session is over.
Bright, clear skies.
Live coverage of the second part.
So, Ike, he's had pole in every race. He's won every race. He's led every lap of every race. So, Ike comes into this race. He's the clear favourite. You know, he's led every inch of track possible, pretty much. So, the guys, if they're gonna have any chance of denting his momentum, they've got to just get in front of him. If not, it could just be, hopefully not another walk away. But let's see, VTR, first person on the lap, and he immediately goes on the grass. What a great start! As he now goes into the final corner and will start, or cross the line to start the first flying lap of the session, or not. So it's going to be Craiginator, it turns out. So he goes Craiginator to start the first lap of the session. As he brakes, he's about to brake into turn 1. Nicely through there, entering turn 2. Oh, he's ran quite wide on the entry and the exit, so not the perfect line, unfortunately. And now entering turn 4. Unfortunately, the camera's really trash on the TV one, so through there I'll probably just have to change it every single time for what I learned yesterday's race. We've also got Deck and Nelson, who are now in the second sector, as well as VTR. With Craiginator, as now he goes into the turn 7 left-hand kink and into turn 8. This is where most of the time I thought, or me and Nelson thought, was lost and won in qualifying yesterday with Division 2. So it could be a similar thing, but you feel like it's going to just be generally everywhere where you're going to find the time. As you've got a couple of guys spawning in front of Craiginator, hopefully they don't disturb him too much on this lap. Yes, Finley's got out of the way. And now into the final corner for Craiginator, who will be the first person to set a lap in this session. What's the lap going to be? 28.9. And here comes Deck. Across the line. And he's invalidated his lap time. We had to restart his lap time. Well, so Nelson goes second, and Jack Berman where will he go? He goes third, and now Ike is already on the lap. Red sector 1, so red sector 2. Oh, he takes a very tight line at the start on the entry, with a wide apex at the mid, wide at the mid apex, and then cuts it back for a late one. Red sector 3, yep, there we go. And now into the chicane, on the curb a little bit there. That's going to just disrupt his momentum a little bit. And into the final corner, setting the bike up nice and early. What's this lap time going to be? A 27. 1.8 seconds faster than Craiginator, but it's only 4 minutes in, so and only 4 people have set a lap time, so hopefully that gap can be bridged. But come on, guys. So here comes Sayat. He was on the podium last week. He fought for the podium in Jerez with his teammate Deck. I think he's had a front row start, I believe, as well. So Sayat could be one for the podium again. As now he goes round the long left, gets on the curb onto the grass, and he's gone down. And now we got Adam into turn 12 and 13. And a bit wide on the exit there of the corner. As he goes across the line, and he goes into third. Jack Bowman looking to improve his time. Not as committed as Adam through that corner, but taking in the line a lot better. And he crosses the line and jumps into second place. So a nice improvement there by Jack, and hopefully this momentum can keep closing. As Craig gets it all over the back of Hadif, and this might actually possibly disturb his lap. Let's see, as they cross the line together. Craig is not able to improve, but Hadif 3 seconds off the pace currently, so not great at the moment. Ike's teammate Nelson, second in qualifying, second in the race, and second in his championship last week. So it's Suzuki giving the smoke at the moment in the championship. It's now the end of the final corner. That was very strange. Nelson wasn't able to just get the bike turned in, it seemed, through that corner. He just turned the bike, he was just a little bit offline, I feel like, onto the curb, and then it just pushed the bike a bit too much. But I'm surprised he didn't finish the lap there, to be honest, because he could have improved. Here comes Adam across the line and jumps into third place. VTR, he's known for his great qualifying. His race craft still needs to be improved, but hopefully the podium will be there. He got 4th last time out. VTR across the line and jumps into second place. And now here comes Hadif. Nelson validates the lap. He's taking a very strange line for the last corner, making a mistake, and he improves the time, but not enough to jump any kind of positions. At the moment, Ike in pole with VTR second and Jack Berman in third. That'll be Jack Berman's best ever qualifying in Division 1. I can't really remember where he qualified in the junior class last season, but excuse me. And as I said, Jack Berman's just crashed, and Ike's on 2 red sectors. Personal best sector 3 for Saya, as he's not done a lap yet. And on a change of direction, and into the final corner, where's Saya gonna go? Nicely done. And he goes second. Ike's gonna probably put the goalpost further. 26.9, 1.2 seconds ahead of everyone else at this current moment in time. Nelson through the hairpin. He improves in sector 3. Deck has crashed. So Deck and Finley, the only 2 riders yet to set a lap time. I don't know whether it's the riding style, but Nelson doesn't seem to be leaning the whole way on the left compared to the right. Maybe it's just that corner. As Nelson jumps to the second place under a second off his teammate, so there's hope. Excuse me. And VTR now around the final corner. Saya has crashed. He crosses the line and he jumps into third place, exactly a second off Ike's lap time. Radiator jumps into 5th place. Where's Deck? Ekent is in sector 2 at turn 6. So around turn 8 they go. Now change. Oh god, change direction round turn 13. So it's his first lap. Where is that gonna go? 8th. It's just not going as well at the moment for Deck. Just it's only his first lap, so hopefully he can do a couple more better laps to get him up the order. Adam takes a very wide line through turn 8 as he goes through turns 9 and 10 into turn 11. And now through the chicane. Sayers crashed. So around the final corner for Adam, that was Sayers' bike who was on the track there, having crashed. And Adam crossed the line to jump into 5th position. I believe Deck has yes, he has invalidated his lap time. Reaganator was on a lap while he was on improved. What on earth? Why is there 3 crashes? Very strange stuff. Finley got where did he finish last week? I think he finished 6th. It was 6th or 7th. He finished 6th. Oh, no, he finished 5th. Sorry, he finished 5th. So after a top 5 finish, hopefully he can improve on that, as he's still yet to set a lap. Ike has improved further by 1/10 of a second. As now Finley goes around the final corner. And across the line, where's he going to go? 9th. So it seems like Valencia is just not working for some of these riders here. Jack Berman improving on his lap time currently, going around turn 11. Oh, he's invalidated somewhere. VTR now. For the side of a red sector 1. Nelson improving in sector 3. Where is he now? Round along turn 13. These are going to be the people's sort of last laps. Nelson will probably get 1 or 2 depending on if he carries on this lap or not. Nelson improves by 2 per second. VT on. Oh, no siren! Adam have invalidated. The VT across the line loses time in the final sector. Deck's had another fall. It's just not going to plan at all at the moment for Deck. As Corriganator once again has got a bit of traffic in the final sector. Corrigator now around out the final corner down the straight. Where's he going to go? He jumps into 4th. Adam and Deck improving in sector 1. Down to the second row, Deck's going to have to improve by a second as Adam goes down, and that is his qualifying over. A lot of people struggling with validations, it seems like, during this session. Through turn 8 and breaking, yeah, through turn 8 now for Deck. Swift change of direction. Oh my god, they're getting very close to the limit there on the curb as he now goes into the final corner. Hadif has crashed, that's his session over deck, crosses the line and he jumps into 7th place. Jack Berman now on his final lap, it's just him, we're waiting for the session on. He's improving in sector 3. Oh, he's gone on the curb and he was down. What the hell? Why is all disqualifying?
Let's have a look at the times after the second.
So there we have Ike on pole again. Nelson in second, only 7th. I say only 7th. So that's massive to closest compared to everyone else. So he's second. So Suzuki dominating like they were in Termas. VTR in third and Craig Yates in fourth. So the Monster Yamahas looking to try and give a fight to the Suzukis. Sire in fifth, Adam in sixth, Deck in seventh, Petronas boys with Jack and Finley in eighth and ninth, and Hadif rounds up the field in 10th.
Hello from the Ricardo
And it's blue skies. So can anyone get Ike? So far Ike's just been a machine off the line, just he releases the clutch and he's gone. Hopefully that's not the same this time. So just waiting on one, two, three, four riders to ready up. Everybody's ready, let's go. So in line 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 Suzuki's, 2 Monster Yamahas. Can anyone stop Ike? Let's find out. Right, so we're on. And we're off. And Ike has had an absolute storming launch off the line. He's already got 3 attempts on the field as they enter turn 1. Nelson trying to make up the gap straight away. Oh my lord. And there's been massive contact everywhere. Oh my. Vig crashed out the back. Oh my god, there's been a massive collision as Sire has hit the front. It's hit second place. So that VTR and Finley who went down. So Ike's in first, Sai second, Nelson in third. Let's give Nelson a long penalty. Track limits warning for his turn 1. That was a bit, wasn't very good at all. But yeah, so they go into turn 8 now, and Ike take a very tight line. Credit Sai. Nelson's gone straight on at turn 8, and he's just about managed to stay on, and he, oh my god, rejoins the track, not in the greatest of ways, and he goes up the inside of Hadid. Oh, he's milestoned him off. Oh no, that was. Oops, I did not mean to do that, Ike. Oops. Sorry, Ike. Didn't mean to do that. So that's what I meant to do. So I've accidentally given Ike a warning. So anyway, Saya is round the back of Ike. Hey up, is Saya gonna make a move on Ike into turn 1? Turn 2? No, he's not. Is into turn 3. And into turn 4. Oh, Saya makes contact with Ike. So Craig goes to a deck in 4th after his not amazing qualifying. So he's there in the podium, looking to try and get a podium. So, can Saya do anything to Ike? As Nelson's made his move on Jack Berman, it looks like. Yep. So he's into 5th place. Saya's medium front hard rear. Ike is medium front hard rear, so tyres are exactly the same. So it's just going to come down to who's the best rider. Ike using a bit of the curb there. Saya wasn't. That should give him a little bit of an advantage. As now they head into the final corner. Saya will take a much better line. He's got the Ducati power plus slipstream. Can he do anything to Ike into turn 1? Gap constantly closing as they enter the first corner. Saya's not close enough. Ike's taking a very nice defensive line. Saya's right on the back of Ike though. As they enter turn 2, will Saya try and outbrake Ike? Oh, he's hit the back of Ike. No, he's down. Oh, don't be in the. Oh my. Oh. It's. Craig, oh no, Saya's down again. Oh no. Guys, please don't hit that. Okay. So Saya makes a mistake at turn 2, hits the back of Ike, he crashes. Craig Gator luckily just able to just scrape past it with deck. Nowhere to go, and smashes into his teammate's bike, so Deck escaping all the carnage on the first lap, but unfortunately not able to escape his teammate's bike. So it all just sums up the Ducati in both divisions at the moment. Each of the teams, each of the bikes are costing each other good results. As VTR has managed to make his move on Jack Berman, it looks like. I can't remember if it was in front of him anyway. As Finley's had a crash, and he's now down into last place. As Jack is now coming under pressure from Deck. Deck taking a much better line than Jack there. As Jack's on the Deck's had nowhere to go because he's taking a similar exit line. He used the Ducati power to pull alongside and absolutely blast past the Patronus. I'm sure Dex thinks he'd love to be back on the Patronus for the amount of success he has on that bike. And now Saya, who, oh my god, that getting very close to Deck there, but oh my lord. Just calm down, Jack there. Oh, we're going a long lap, okay. He's just been a little bit aggressive there, almost causing Deck to crash on the rear. And Saya now is going to go up the inside. Whoa, okay. Very aggressive by Saya, just having to set up Jack there. Is he going to take the long lap on the first try? Yes, he is. Ow, oh, so unfortunate. Anyway, the order at the front is, well, it's full. This top four are the same ride, it's just in a different order. Nelson starting to close in on Craiganator. It's now the pair of them go into turn 2. So Nelson seems to be the fast one of the two, as he's just a lot more precise, able to get the power on a bit better, brake a bit later, take a little bit more corner speed. And he's got a run on Craiganator, but he's not quite in overtaking distance, I feel. But I sense the overtake coming. I don't know whether that will be at the hairpin here. Oh my god, he's getting right close to him, but unfortunately not able to make any sort of overtake. There was good. Nelson taking a very tight line, as we saw him do a lot in qualifying. Through the long left. See Craiganator taking a very defensive sort of line. As we now go down the straight, Nelson perfectly in the slipstream. And Deck. Oh, Nelson's going to outbrake Craiganator into turn 1, and he is through. Craiganator going to try and fight back there into turn 2 to make contact. Oh my god. Oh, I don't really know who's at fault for that one. It might be Craig. It was a bit strange. Oh my god, Sire's gone straight on, but Dex managed to overtake VTR, and will now be looking to try and get Craiganator. So it seemed like they both just made contact on the straight, causing Craiganator to do a stop and just going into Nelson. So I can't remember who weaved. Just the lines just merged, so that's, yeah, it's just racing. It's nothing, no warnings to be given out for that one. But Deck is now catching up to Craiganator. Despite his crash, could be on for a second place here if he's yeah, he's the fastest man on track. To Deck, who has had a disastrous qualifying, proving to be a Sunday man. Craiganator once again taking that wide line. Deck, all he's got to do is just not get held up, to just let the Ducati power do its thing. There we go, pulls alongside the Yamaha and outbreaks him by quite a margin, and Deck is up into third place as he now looks to try and catch his rival and former teammate Nelson from season 2. Aiki out in front by nearly 10 seconds, and we're just about to enter the halfway stage. So Aiki once again has had a race all of his own way. Saya was nearly there. He could have had the chance to make an overtake, but unfortunately he made a mistake and crashed. What could have been? It's looking like we're gonna have to wait another round for someone to try and attack Aiki. Got just 1.2 seconds between these two. Into the final corner. There, you see they're taking a lot tighter line compared to Nelson, and in that last sector has gained about 1.5 tenths Oh my lord, Nelson having a massive moment on the brakes. They're doing multiple stoppies, and Deck has caught by half a second, and it looks like we are going to have a battle for second place in our hands, as there's a battle going on currently for 7th position between Adam and Jack Berman as they go through turn 1. Adam holding position as they go through turn 2. Jack will take a tight line credit to Adam. He goes up the inside into turn 3. Adam closes the door. Through turn 4. Jack not close enough to make any sort of move. And now turn 5. Jack just looking to try and make any kind of move on Adam. Maybe into turn 8. If he's able to do so. Adam runs quite wide, Jack taking the tighter line. Oh, they make contact, but Adam just holds on to position. So it's just looking like Adam is maintaining position. Nelson's managed, the gap between Nelson and Deck is still 1.2 seconds now, so it's Nelson just maintaining the gap to Deck for second place. Radiator's now coming under pressure from Sire. Sire into turn 2, up the inside of Craigonator. These two have both crashed in podium spots at turn 2, and Sire makes the move stick very nicely. Done there. Craigonator's going to fight back into turn 4. No. So Sire now looks to set and charge to his teammate. So when they cross the line, there'll be 5 laps to go. He will be the one to take those last 2 podium spots. And VTR taking a very wide line through turn 8. I think last time VTR was at Valencian, he was in that amazing battle of monster where they were just overtaking each other millions of times. Dex had a long lap penalty and he's stuffed it up. So now means Sire's in 3rd place, and Deck is going to have to take the long lap penalty again if he chooses to do so. He's really tempted at once. Whoa, Craigonator getting very close to the back there. So that's giving Nelson a lifeline, a little less pressure. He's now only got like 3.5 seconds to Sire. Nelson also fastest lap. I don't know when he set that, but he does have the fastest lap of the race at this moment in time. So you can see these guys actually do have strong pace, just the fact that Ike was able to escape them. And he had such good early pace that once everyone's settled in, they've got the rhythm, just Ike is too strong at the start. VTR's getting very close to the back of Craigonator. Is Deck going to take the long lap route? Yes, he is. And he's done it successfully this time. So he's got 2 seconds to catch to these two in front of him now, and a further 2.2 seconds. Sire for the podium. That long lap looks to have cost Deck a chance at the podium. Shame really, because he was looking good for a solid 3rd place, maybe even 2nd, depending on how Nelson's medium rear holds out during these final 4 laps. But it's not over yet. But Deck's also on a medium rear, so we'll have to see how this race goes for him, see if he can still enter to the top 5. And Sire now, who has got the hard rear, he will be the strongest at this point in the race compared to Nelson. 2.1 seconds, and that gap is closing in. So I'm assuming this could only just be tyre related. The fact that Saya's got more rear tyre compared to Nelson. So 2 seconds to gap. The two Petronas boys have got long lap penalties, so it's just a disaster race for them at the moment. And so it goes round the final corners to start lap 12. 3 laps to go. Ike out in front by 10 seconds, about to be 11. And VTR closing in on his teammate trying to finish top monster. And top Yamaha as well, since the Petronas boys are in a bit of a disaster at this moment in time. Cregator just sending the gap to 6 tenths per second. Nelson maintaining the gap at 2 seconds to Saya. Cregator's got to be careful here because he's got a lot of warnings. One more warning and it's a long lap. So it's going to be a big amount of pressure to not exceed track limits on the on these last 2 laps. And Deck has closed them in by 2 tenths in this lap, but unless they start battling, that ain't going to be enough to take the positions. Is Vito's going to go up the inside of Cregator? No, he's not. For the 2 monster boys, 2 laps to go. VTR in the slipstream, can he make an attempt into turn 1? No, he can't. And Deck going extremely wide through turn 1. And Craig has gone extremely wide through turn 2. And VTR is going to take the position. And VTR is through. Oh, God's sake. Let's see, yeah. Oh, Craig has now got the long lap penalty. He was starting to take risks to try and catch his teammate, and that's the long lap penalty, so that means that Deck will inherit 5th place. Whether Craig Gator will take the penalty or not. So it looks like it might be another 4th place finish for VTR if it stays like this. Nice and consistent finishes for him at the moment after the disaster at Jerez. VTR takes his first warning of the race, so he's done extremely well not to have any kind of warnings. But Ike now starts the final lap of this race. Deck is actually quite close now to the Yamahas. Just under, well, it was just under a second, but he's lost that time. Nelson second, he's just holding the gap to Saya very well. But Craig Gator, he's going to fight with VTR, he's going to just pray, he's going to just try and put him under pressure as they go into turn 1. Not able to make any sort of moves, maybe into turn 2, try and force VTR into the same error that he made, but VTR breaks very early. Make sure he doesn't make the same mistake. Even though he does run quite wide on exit. And Craig Gator goes up the inside but has to sit the bike up. And that might be the race over for Craig Gator. For the battle for 4th, despite the fact he won't even get 4th because of his long lap. And Deck now looking to try and take 5th place off Craig Gator. Because I can't see him trying to take the long lap on the final lap. Because looks like he's going to finish 6th either way. as Deck goes up the inside of Craig Ace. A beautiful movement. Craig Ace is going to take the long lap penalty anyway. And Ike now round the final corner. It's 4 for 4. And another dominant performance. Nelson comes round the final corner. It's another Suzuki 1-2. Second in the season. Deck's taken 4th place off VTO on the final lap. Wow. Great stuff. Saya finishes 3rd. VTR's going to finish 5th. The Deck rescues the 4th place at the end there. Great job by him. Craig later failed his long lap penalty, but ain't going to mean anything. Adam finishes in 7th. Jack Berman is just about going to finish in 8th. He does a massive wheelie. I think he's just stopped wheeling because he's on. Oh, he's only just finished there.
The cameras are going to take us to the podium to see the award ceremony, but in the meantime, before we go to the
so there we have it. Ike, 4 wins out of 4, 60 points with our point system. Just well, can you say really? He's just the man on form at the moment. Nelson in 2nd. He did everything. He did a good job today. But he just made a mistake at the 2nd corner, and then that was sort of his chance at Ike gone. Sire in 3rd. He had the chance to pass Ike, but he crashed. Turn 2. Deck in 4th. He could have been on the podium today, but long lap penalties and unfortunate crashes that weren't his fault cost him the chance. VTR in 5th. So another top 5 finish for him, losing 4th place on the final sector of the lap, I believe. Maybe he made a mistake somewhere. Creator in 6th after his long lap penalty. Adam in 7th, Jack in 8th, Hadif in 9th, and Finley rounding up the field in 10th place.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Right, so you're all here, so we'll get... Right. So, Saya, you had a good start. You were in 2nd place after the 1st lap. You were right on the back of Ike, and you looked like you were going to try and set up an overtake into turn 2, because you were close there on lap 2. Then I think it was on lap 3 you tried to make a move on Ike, but unfortunately you weren't close enough, and you made contact and you crashed. And then you had also other crashes and mistakes, but you did a good job and you managed to finish in 3rd place again. So how was that race for you?
Sadly, this 3rd position is alright for me for the championship, but I was a bit upset because I think I can try to beat the Suzuki because they've been dominating for the past few races. So I thought that with the Ducati we have more advantage on the straight and we can get the win. In the first few laps, I was behind Iki. I thought I can make a move and make a run, but I guess my strategy was wrong. I should have stayed behind him, and maybe on the last few laps I could have a good battle. But it is what it is, and we managed to get the podium, and I'm happy for it, for the championship. And congrats to Aiki and Nilsson again. I wish you guys, I will give you guys a good fight next race, yeah?
So well done, Saya. Another podium. Potential to win. Hopefully less mistakes in the next round, and maybe the victory will be yours. So Nelson, qualified in second, the only rider to finish under a second off Aiki in qualifying. Aiki just had an absolutely amazing start, and I sort of sense the desperation of turn one, because you absolutely sent it to turn one to the point where you completely went off the track, and then you made some kind of mistake in turn two, which dropped you down the field. But then through some crashes and luck and just general good pace in the midpoint of the race, you were able to get yourself into second place, and then you were able to just maintain that position and take another second place to consolidate to 1-2 for Suzuki. So and keep second place in the championship. So how was that for you?
Yeah, the qualifying has been majorly improved on my side. The past seasons, my goal was to really qualify at least the second row, so I would be happy with a 4, 5, or 6th place. But I'm really exceeding my expectations, exceeding my my pace. So ending the qualifying within a second of my teammate, that is on a blastering and really overpowered pace right now, is really positive for me and the team, of course. So I was happy to start second, as I had the aim to try to break Aiki his rhythm a bit and try to get in front. But I have to give it to him, the start that he got immediately got me desperate. I was like, I mean, the first lap, it's where it's got to happen with Aiki, as he has really good early on pace, and I have to give it a few laps, like a lap or 4, to get in my real rhythm. So I was trying to overtake, but made some mistake, was a bit too aggressive on lap 1. So I told myself after that warning just to calm down a bit. Settled myself on like 6th place. Got behind Jack, got stuck a bit. He was a bit holding me up. He was a bit all over the place. But got him on turn 6, I believe. The corner I really don't like from past seasons. But I overtook him. Then came to Craig as well. But Craig really had kind of similar pace on some sections. But still, like Jack, I don't think they had the grip that me and Aiki had, and the advantage that me and Aiki had during the long and short corners. So that really helped me, and I'm really happy for this performance today. So congratulations to Saya and Aiki for making a deja vu again today, and yeah, let's keep this on.
Yeah. So good job. You've done the best that you could out of the first few laps. Another 1-2 you've secured, hopefully one step better in the next round. So Aiki, you dominated qualifying, you got a perfect start. You had a bit of pressure from Saya in the first few laps before you crashed, and then from then on you just maintained the gap, extended it to over 10 seconds and took your 4th win. So how was it?
Alright, firstly I would like to say syukur alhamdulillah. Well done for saya and Dawson to get the podium position. So for me, today's race I'm trying to improve race pace, because yesterday I played on another cup. My race pace was a bit slow for me, but Shafi and Nelson also had a pretty good pace on the race, and but I also tried to create the gap and push the bike and maintain the race pace until to the finish line. The There was a good race lah. Thank you.
Well done. So you've extended your championship lead. I don't even know what it is at this point, but it's going to be absolutely massive. You're just the man. You're just the man to beat, and you've just got. It seems like in qualifying, especially, and then in the race, you've just got. You're just a step ahead of everyone else. So yeah, well done, and I hope you wish you good luck for the next races.
Thank you.
So that has been round 4 of VollGazzRacing Season 4 Division 1. We'll be at, I believe, Mugello for round 5. So we will see you then. Goodbye.